Think about the last time someone forgot your name. Someone who should have remembered. That small, quiet sting, like you didn't quite make the cut, like you weren't worth the space in their head. You still remember that feeling right now, don't you? Here's what nobody tells you. That moment wasn't about you. It wasn't carelessness. It wasn't that they didn't like you. Their brain was doing something very specific, something yours does too, every single day without you realizing it. And once you understand what that is, that sting is never going to feel the same way again. Because for the first time, science can finally tell you why. You've been there before. Someone says their name, you smile, you nod, and 3 seconds later, it's completely gone. Not fuzzy, gone. And the worst part? You were paying attention. You know you were. Your brain has dedicated hardware for reading faces. It evolved that way because misreading someone's expression could mean real danger. Faces matter. Your brain built a whole system around them. Names got nothing. No dedicated system, no backup process. So every time a name comes in, your brain is essentially making it up as it goes. Someone shows you a photo of a man and tells you he's a baker. A few days later, you'd probably still remember something about him. The work hours, the smell of bread, some vague sense of flour and early mornings. Now imagine they'd told you his last name was Baker instead. Same photo, same word. But this time, almost nothing sticks. One word built a whole world your brain could hold on to. The other is connected to nothing. Your brain isn't lazy. It's just working with what it has. And names, by design, give it almost nothing to work with.
If forgetting names were just a memory glitch, nobody would lose sleep over it. But there's an unspoken rule most of us operate on without ever questioning it. We remember what matters to us. So when you forget someone's name, the message they receive isn't, "Your name was hard to store." The message is, "You didn't matter enough." That's not a character flaw. It's a completely understandable response to a false premise. You forget names most often at exactly the moments you're trying hardest to remember them. Because when you meet someone new, your brain isn't just processing them. It's simultaneously managing you. Is my handshake too firm? What do I say next? Am I coming across okay? Researchers call this self-preoccupation. All that background noise is consuming the same cognitive resources your brain needs to encode the name. The name arrives. There's nowhere to put it. Gone before you finish your first sentence. This is why trying harder makes it worse. The more anxious you are about remembering, the less capacity you have left for the actual task. The more you try to hold on, the more you're squeezing water. But it goes further than that. Research found that about 50% of people have been called the wrong name by someone who knows them well. Not a stranger, someone close. And 38% admitted they'd done the same thing to someone else, most without realizing it. Almost all of those mix-ups happen between people in the same relational group. Family, close colleagues. People are stored in the same mental category, which is how you end up calling your son by your daughter's name, or your daughter by the dog's name. That last one isn't a joke. Researcher Samantha Deffler studied exactly this. Parents mix up their children's names with the family dog, but rarely with the cat. Because your brain doesn't file your dog under pet. It files your dog under family member I love. Same drawer. When you're tired and reaching in fast, you grab whatever's closest. This also explains why over 40% of name mix-ups happen when someone is stressed or exhausted. Stress doesn't wreck your memory across the board. It just kills your ability to search carefully. So your brain grabs the nearest name in the right category and calls it done. Your brain isn't broken. It's just filing fast in the dark.
But the most frustrating version of this isn't calling the wrong name, it's knowing the name
and still not being able to get it out. You know this feeling. You're talking to someone. You know their name. You're certain. It's right there, just behind your tongue. And the harder you reach, the further it slides. Psychologists call this the tip of the tongue state, and it proves something important. You didn't forget the name. The retrieval pathway just hit a wall. It happens with names more than anything else because names have no synonyms. Forget a regular word mid-sentence. Your brain quietly offers alternatives. Can't find enormous? Huge works. Nobody notices. There's no synonym for David. If you don't pull the exact right label, the gap is immediately visible. No workaround. That's what turns a routine memory hiccup into a social crisis. Repeating the name out loud doesn't help. We covered why that backfires. What research actually points to is quieter than that. Repeat the name silently to yourself, just once, a few seconds after you hear it. Then again, a little later, inside your head, while the conversation keeps moving. No mechanics, no performance. Just your brain being given the tiny bit of repetition it needs to hold on. And that's where most people stop. But the research goes one step further. Everything I just told you is true. And it's also a very comfortable story to tell yourself. Because the same research found something else. Your brain doesn't forget names randomly. It makes a calculation. The moment you hear someone's name, it's already deciding, is this worth storing? If the answer is no, the name doesn't slip through the cracks. It gets filtered out. Quietly, efficiently, by design. That's not a malfunction. That's your brain being logical. But logic and honesty aren't always the same thing. So the next time a name doesn't stick, before you blame the noise in the room, or the nerves, or the biology, it might be worth sitting with one quieter question. Was there something about that person that made you genuinely curious? Or had you already moved on before they finished saying their name? You don't have to answer that out loud, but your brain already knows.
Your brain was never broken. It was just built for a world where meaning mattered more than labels, where knowing someone was a baker told you something real, and a name told you nothing at all. That's still true today, and it always will be. But here's the thing about the names you do remember. They didn't stick by accident. Something about that person made your brain decide they were worth holding on to. That's not neuroscience. That's something closer to honesty. So if you keep forgetting the same names, especially the ones you've lost more than once, don't beat yourself up. But don't look away either, because your brain is keeping score. And sometimes, the forgetting is the information. So tell me, are you someone who's made peace with forgetting names? Or does it still make you spiral every time it happens? Drop it in the comments. And if this gave you a way to finally explain something you felt but never had the words for, that's exactly what this channel is here for. I'll see you next time.